Hey, there you guys are. Dinger here. I think it's pretty funny that Timmy's spraying that perfume or cologne or foo-foo juice. That person put that urine in and mixed it in, shook it up, and he's spraying that stuff all over his body. I'm speculating. I don't know for sure. But if I got something in the mail that was already open, and it was something you spray on your body, I don't think I would trust that and start spraying it all over myself. No, I wouldn't do that. And he's got that little pink pocket buddy. Oh, no, that ain't what that is. That's one of them refillable foo-foo juice bottles. That's what that is, I think. I hope it is. I think that's one of those spray things. You never know with Timmy. But old Timmy kind of made me mad. It got me stirred up a little. Well, the part in Timmy's video that says the most, he never mentioned the amount his grocery bill was to feed his kids and his wife and his house. He talked about moving into a little apartment in Florida, a 2-bedroom. He didn't never talk about a house and how much he had to pay for rent for him and his family. Never, ever once. Not even once. That's pretty telling. No family grocery bill, Timmy? Those used to hit pretty hard. And you can't even bring it up? That's because you never paid that damn bill. Yeah. Because my wife, Kimberly, was asking me, what's wrong with you? Oh, I'm moving you guys over. Maybe the sun will come out better. Hey, we're all moving around here. Yeah, I think this comes out better like this. I think the other way is messing it up. But let me lower you down here. I get my spectacles on. Timmy said he sat down and he was talking to Fred and Raphael last night. And he was Raphael, they were talking about when Raphael was a kid, actually. Well, when Raphael was not a child, but probably in her teens, early teens, she made $32 a week. $32 a week. And Timmy goes, oh, that wouldn't even buy 2 steaks.
I was talking to Fred and Raphael last night. This is kind of funny. I'll just briefly mention it before we end the video. We were talking about money, and Raphaela was saying she had this job. Oh, that's what it was. I was inquiring. I said, did you have a career or work before you and Fred met and everything? And she was talking about, she said, well, I was making $32 a week. I said, what? $32 a week? It barely buys 2 steaks. Anything you can think of. $32 is nothing. A whole week of working. She gave her money to her father. She was a child and worked. And she's Italian. And they had a big family, and everybody had to contribute. And so that's the way she grew up. And that's the way I wish a lot more kids would grow up today and appreciate.
I mean, he was at that moment in the video. I mean, later on in the video, he changes that. He starts to realize maybe that money was more valuable back then. But it was a lot more valuable back then. $32 in the early 70s. And I think that's when that would be, Raphael would get that money, would have made that money. I'm guessing Raphael's in her mid-70s. Maybe, I don't want to age her. But if you go back, that'd be 10 years older than me. A little older than me. Yeah, so it'd be like the early 70s. In the early 70s, minimum wage was only $1 an hour. Not even $1 an hour. Yeah. So that was pretty. She was making pretty good money for being a youngin'. And then she could bring that money home and give it. But the way he was scoffing at her, the amount of money she made, it irritated me. And then he said something about. Then that's when he started realizing Fred, he only made a little over $100 a month. Yeah, a week. And then, but the same thing with Fred. I remember my parents' house. Yeah, my parents' house. Mortgage, taxes, insurance. It came in less than, I want to say, $86 a month. That's what the house payment was. But I mean, that was still a lot of money back then. And old Timmy starts to realize, but I've always said on this, that everything's 10 times what it was back then. Yeah, so like bread was 17 cents a loaf. It's $1.70 a loaf. Actually, it's more than that now. Well, if you get the cheap stuff, it's close. I mean, you can get between $1.70 and $2.50 for the cheap white bread, and that's what we got back then. The white bleached enriched bread. That's what we got. I think we got back then. We got like 5 or 6 loaves for $1 or something like that. It was pretty. It might have been cheaper than that. I think it was cheaper than that because you could buy chicken and stuff for like 17 cents a pound. It's probably steaks for I don't know. There it is. I went and grabbed my wife's phone, but it says in 1970 a pound of ribeye steak was typically 99 cents to $1.30 a pound. That'd be one of them steaks that like Timmy don't like. I mean, if you go there and you really dig through them steaks, you could find you a couple good ones in there. But you got to dig through them. You just can't pick up a pack of steaks at I hate busting on Winn-Dixie. I used to shop there, but actually their prices have gone crazy. If you don't go into Winn-Dixie or Publix and be very selective when they're on their BOGOs. BOGOs, buy one get one free. Because everybody knows what they do. They jack that first item up. So then it's really just marginally cheaper than Walmart with no BOGO deal crap going on. And that's the only thing you can buy there, because that's to get you in the store. They call them leaders. They get you in there, and that's like the turkey on Thanksgiving. Yeah, you can go down to Publix here and get a turkey for 49 cents a pound, and that's a leader, and that gets you in the store. Everything else, the stuffing, the Cool Whip, sausage, potatoes, and celery, and some of those items might be on sale. They do tend to. It seems like they try to help people during the holidays to buy that meal. And I noticed, and canned goods do last. I mean, I know I'm getting way off subject here because we were talking about Fred and Raphael and the way Tim was at first. He did try to change his tune a little bit when he started realizing the value of money back then compared to now. But in the very beginning, he wasn't. He what was it? Let me get back to what I was doing. See, I can change subjects real quick and be off somewhere else. But we were talking about the prices at Walmart and the prices at Publix and Winn-Dixie. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Canned goods last a good year. I mean, if you buy canned goods. Some people got to be fresh. Everything's got to be fresh. If you're like that, then I guess what I'm about to tell you won't work. But if you're like me, and you like to have, we like to have canned goods here because of hurricanes, weather, bad. I ain't going to be able to say it, so I ain't going to say it. Bad weather. And the bad weather, when it comes, I like to know I have some canned goods in the pantry. Yeah, I want the canned goods in my pantry. I want a good amount of water in my pantry. The only thing I haven't got is a generator, and I really need to get one because I got a deep freeze. And I had never, but I've lost power for I think 3 days one time here in Jacksonville, 3 or 4 days, and as long as you keep your freezer or your refrigerator shut up, closed up, and you keep it full. Like mine are pretty full. And they're pretty full. The mass of frozen goods keep it good for a couple days. But anyway, what I'm getting to, see how it changes? Is Thanksgiving's a good time to buy green beans, corn, spinach, all those kind of canned goods. Because like Walmart is a biggie as far as dropping those prices, like down to 50 cents a can, which now are $1 a can. They even dropped the price of mushroom soups, and that's a good time to buy those canned goods if you can stock up. And that's what I tend to do. In fact, we're getting low again. So we got, what was it, July? Yes, July, August, September, October, November. So you know what I'm doing in November. I'll be stocking up my canned goods again. Yeah, I do that every year. Yep, sure do. Oh, I ain't gonna get into all that. I don't want this video to be crazy long. But anyway, yeah, when Timmy got me a little stirred up when at first he was talking about Raphael, and then he did change his tune a little bit. Thank goodness, because I was. I told Kimberly, I gotta go out there. I gotta go make my video. And I come out here and I turned them on. Then I sort of heard him change his tune a little bit about how prices have gone up and the value of money is more. So saying that, back then, in Raphael, as a teenager, she would be making, if you went 10 times, just 10 times, she'd be making $320 a week. Or sound like a person in school still. So that'd be pretty good money. And Raphael, you should be proud of yourself for helping your family out. And I'm going to pause on that note. A little bit ago, Timmy said he wasn't going to call them people out, Nancy and Noel. So I'm not saying Nancy and Noel did anything to that foo-foo juice. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if I were to receive something in the mail from anybody that was open, I knew was open, some was missing, I wouldn't be spraying it on myself. No, it's not going to happen. I don't care. Sorry, I'm not doing it. And they say, no, if you didn't do that and you just don't like it and you wanted to give it to Tim, good on you guys. Now, if things aren't bad enough on the road, Timmy just got a device that he can watch YouTube, Netflix, I think Prime, all these different things on his screen in this car, his info center. Hopefully, you can't do it while you're driving down the road. We're going to find out here in a second. I'll play it for 2 seconds here.
I got to work everything. I definitely a must read. And this is what it is. It's the Orion. I guess that's how you say it. It's O-R. Put my glasses back on.
Oh, come on.
You know I can't see without them. O-R-Y-H-N.
There it is. That's another product that if you look, it's been, this company here has had the cover off. They've either tested it to verify it worked before they send it out to Timmy and put the plastic bag on it and stuff like that, or it's used and it's a refurbished one they sent out to him. Anyway, I'm going to catch up with him and see what's going on. So this company sent Tim this device that you can play Netflix and YouTube on your infotainment system dashboard thing. Well, I don't know if Timmy knows this, but here at my family, we've been doing this for a while. Yeah, we just turn on a hotspot on our phone, and then we use the Wi-Fi from our phone for our tablets or our laptop computers. Because I, as a driver, I don't watch that. And I don't want that playing right next to my eyeballs. No, I want to be paying attention to the road. But or you can watch YouTube right on your phone. This is a pretty good size screen if you're holding it right here. I mean, I don't know. He's a minimalist, So he's trying to sell this product that nobody really needs. Really, that's what's going on. But when he brought all this up, it gave me something came to my mind. The other day, Kimberly, yeah, my wife, she received this in the mail. I mean, not in the mail. This was part of her smartwatch. It's a Type C, and that hooked to her watch. It's a Garmin, and I was like, I only had one wart, one wall wart. That's what they call these. AC adapter, you know, the charging port or charging plug. Well, anyway, I had one little wall wart. This is a 25 watter. It's for fast charging. It's got IQs from Anchor. It's pretty good. But anyway, and it's 25 watts. And it turbocharges my phone, which is good. But Kimberly had to use this to charge her phone all the time. So I went to, and not to mention, I have all kinds of A to C cords. I mean, I even have, so I bought A to C. And I was like, holy moly, are they going C to C and that's it? Do I have to buy all this stuff? No, you don't. You can go to, here, I'll bend this down and show you. You can buy these right here. And I'll put the link in for Amazon. I'll show you the page here on Amazon in a second here. You can go there yourself if you want some. But this one here goes from C to A. So you can plug a C cable in there and plug A into the old charging port. Or this one, there's only two types. And this one here goes from A to C. And you can buy these 4 little adapters, 2 of each, for $3.99 on Amazon. So you don't have to go buy a bunch of cables. These will make your cables that you got usable. They still haven't fixed the exhaust on that FedEx truck. Can you believe that? That thing is loud. Anyway, I don't know if I showed you guys this. This is a little gift I got the other day for Father's Day. Yeah, Father's Day. It's a little 5,000 amp charger. It's supposed to charge your cell phone like 6 or 7 times. Yeah. This is what when I went to SeaWorld, this is how I kept charged up. Mine, because I was doing videos down there, and when you're running a video, you can have it plugged in and do your video, or you can if you just need charged up, you put both these in your pocket, charge it with the cable hooked to it, and that's about it. Oh, that link. Let me show you that link real quick. Here's Kimberly's phone. See? There's where I ordered it on Amazon. I don't know if you guys can read all that. Can? Yeah, you can. Anyway, there they are. And here's the price. Woohoo! $3.99. I think it's free shipping. Yeah. Free shipping, get it tomorrow. Those are nice to throw in your little drawer. And if you run into the problem I had, you gotta. Because I got tons of cables. I mean, like these cables I really like. But they're A to C. But look at this. If you got to have it charged up or you're plugged in when you're using it, but look how that bends. And it isn't putting any pressure on your charging port on your phone. Because a lot of times this is where the charger will get broke inside your phone. But if you got this and it's flexible like that, it's not going to put too much strain on that. Just anyway, back to Timmy. Let me get back to Timmy. I just, when he brought up that A to C in his car, and he uses nothing but C, but Timmy's Timmy's no minimalist. He always has to have the latest and greatest. And then he's got to sell all his old stuff. He's probably got cables that he's probably put them on the marketplace to sell them. Because he said he's nothing but C2C now. That's all he's going to have. Yeah, that means every time it's changed, he's changed. So that ain't no minimalist. No. Anyway, back to Timmy. So Timmy, he finishes up the review in his little item that he supposedly got in the mail. But I heard from a couple of my subscribers. But anyway, I was told that they had called this company, and Rudy's does not send out their meats for anybody to do any reviews on YouTube. And supposedly they gave him his name, and that company was going to look into old Sarasota Tim to see if he's doing fake reviews. I don't know if he is or not. It's all speculation. I'm not saying he is. No, I'm not saying he isn't. It's of my opinion. Yeah, my opinion. That I think I've got some people that checked into it, and it ain't happening the way Timmy's saying it's happening. So you guys have a good day and enjoy your night. Till next time, remember, Dinger's on the ground reporting to you. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, and please subscribe. Have a great day.